Okay, Shalom. First and foremost, before I begin with this lesson, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Double honors to the apostles, the elders at Great Millstone, who do rule well and teach well and are the true leaders of Israel today, which Israel consists of your so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and your scattered abroad Israelites that may look like the other nations, but your seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is confirmed really through the Spirit, all right? But nonetheless, and shalom to the hopeful elect man, you Akim, you brothers pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth with all truth and sincerity, man, making your calling and election sure, man. Shalom, shalom. Again, there's no such thing, Salaki, I was going to say, there is no such thing as a spiritual Israelite. Your seed line has to go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And if you have that salt, if you're able to receive these prophecies, if you're able to go out to the highways and the byways, pray to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, receive this truth, receive the Holy Spirit, then consider your line going back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, not you being a spiritual Israelite, man. So real quick, prophecy, catastrophe, Salaki, catastrophe is now unavoidable. And I'm going to let this play out and just interject as we go along, because there's good things to grab from this, because with the strait, still being closed, and Esau Edom, which he goes into it, and I'm just going to, I'm just going to let him play out and get these precepts I already have in mind. That way, Lord willing, this is edifying unto the hopeful elect. So
At this point, the Strait of Hormuz has been closed for so long that we need to understand that nothing is going to get better until everything gets terrifyingly worse all at once. Now,
you see, his mindset is nothing is going to get better until things get worse. The only thing is that he doesn't understand that it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better for America, Babylon the Great. All right? And the reason we know this is because what? Esau Edom has to come in with this charagma, because he has a short time. And a lot of you Jakes, you people out there in the world, have the same mindset. It's good. This is a setback for a major comeback. Right? You guys have that mindset. Not realizing that the Most High, what he has set up for America, Babylon the Great, it's evil, man. Salaki. Ezekiel. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, power and evil, and an only evil, behold, is come. An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. You see? The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come, the day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. Right, these governments. Now will I shortly pour out my fear upon thee, and accomplish my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thine abominations. All right, so the Most High actually has Jacob's trouble in the bag to bring in judgment, man. This is that time. Jeremiah, and I'm going to go up a little bit higher. Jeremiah 30:4. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Right? There's not going to be peace unto the wicked. And on top of that, there's not going to be peace on America, Babylon the Great, anymore. It's over with. The kingdom of heaven is getting ready to be set up. And America is going to be left as a monument, a big land of just fucking ash, man, burnt to a crisp. A big lava rock that always has dust particles floating, over it, man, for the rest of, the kingdom as a monument, man. Verse 6, ask ye now and see whether a man does travail with child, right? It's going to get so bad that these men out here are going to be crying as if they are bearing a child, man, as if they're in labor, as if they're getting ready to have a baby born. And what do you see when a woman's, getting ready to, have a baby? She's crying, stomach, yelling, red, sweating. That's how you people are going to look, man, you men. Wherefore do I see every man with his hand on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Verse 7, the point, at last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he, the elect, shall be saved out of it. Why? Because we're going to have, the angels looking out after us during the time of Jacob's trouble. We're going to be good. Daniel's 12th chapter, as the elder had brought out, hey, Michael's going to stand up for us, man. That great prince. All right. Real quick, let's get this root. And actually, I can go on down. Verse 8, for it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him, but they shall serve the Lord their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. You see, after Jacob's trouble, there's going to be no more comeback for America. Because what is going to happen? Esau Edom is going to implement or try to implement his RFID microchip system. And in the midst of him setting it up, while he's, working on it, what's going to happen? The Most High is going to bring nukes upon this place. That's in the book of Job. When he is going to, begin to fill up his belly, then shall the Most High bring it upon him. So while he is setting up, man, all right. Verse 10, therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord. Neither be dismayed, O Israel. Talking about the southern and the northern kingdom. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. You see, we need this to happen. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. We need this shit to hit the fan. The Strait of Hormuz, yes, Esau Edom, he's messing with the prices. We really don't have that much. And he's gonna go into it one day. You're just gonna wake up and bam. The damage, that's what's happening with the strait. You're just gonna, receive it all in one go at the gas station. $30 a gallon, man. $40 a gallon, man. Maybe even fucking $150 a gallon, bro. But what? We're going to be good, man. We're going to be good through this time. Jacob's trouble is not for, the elect. Jacob's trouble is not for the servants of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. As when you read the book of Isaiah, the 65th chapter, it says, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. My servants shall drink. My servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. We shall rejoice, but ye shall cry for a sorrow of heart and howl for a vexation of spirit. Man, we're going to be good. Jacob's trouble, the scriptures say, in that day shall it be known who are my chosen. How is it going to be known? Brothers, we're going to receive, miracles, man. Lord is going to feed us. Brothers may be put into different, situations under Esau, Edom, right? They might get robbed up. But just like, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, what had happened? Yahushua was right in the midst with them. They didn't feel no heat. They didn't feel no torture. They didn't feel anything. And that's just when you read that book of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, which is just one account. You also got a lot in the scriptures, right? The Most High is going to have it to where you don't feel whatever, different torture mechanism Esau Edom has planned for you, man. Just like that one, what's his name? They call him the Black Jesus, a story. And technically, he was a man. Forgive me. I mean, the apostle, Tahar, he had just brought it out as well too. Technically, he was an angel in the flesh, and they were cutting him up. The government was cutting him up physically, literally trying to, take off his arms, his legs, his organs, literally everything, man. And he was still talking, and I guess he got to the point where he had said, yes, you guys are doing this to me now, but there's going to come many more of, me that you won't be able to do anything with, or to, Salakia. And that's talking about what? Who was he talking about? Yahweh Shai. And not only Yahweh Shai, Salakia. Talking about the elect. Hey, we're only going to be teaching for so long. Jeremiah 16:16. After that, we're going to be turned hunters. Meaning, brothers, you're going to go out there and start, murking these Edomites in the time of Jacob's trouble. How the hell do you think you're going to be able to support more than one woman? How the hell do you think you're going to be, more precious than the fine gold of Ophir? More valuable than these, these people that have bunkers? How the hell you think that's going to happen? We shall be like sparks amongst the stubble, man. We're going to be powerful, man, going through these people, man. These heathens that are going to try to come up against us, because we're not going to take that RFID microchip. We're not going to take this charagma, that word mark in the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter, which you other camps still fail to grasp that it's a physical thing and not something spiritual, not Christianity, not... I mean, it's even dumb saying it, but you got camps that say it's white women. How the fuck can be able to buy and sell with white women? But whatever, right? It's none of those things. It's not anything else other than that RFID microchip, man. When you go into that word, it breaks itself down, okay? And you may hear someone say sin, but it's not sin. But you know what? Sin will get you to take that charagma, because, hey, if you're constantly going off, if you're not in the spirit, and you're just a regular 2/3 in the world, guess what? You're going to take that damn RFID microchip, bro. No ifs, ands, or buts. But nonetheless, verse 11, for I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee, yet I will not make a full end of thee. But I will correct thee in measure and will not leave thee altogether punished, right? Because this place, America, Babylon the Great, is not set up for us brothers to make it, man. It's not set up for us brothers to be comforted, be comfortable, settled on our leaves. It's set up as a punishment. But the Most High has to where what? Yes, we're able to wake up, clock in, go to work, get paid, pay our bills, and have a little bit of money left over for your necessities and whatnot. Okay, but at the end of the day, this is not how we're supposed to be living, man. What do the scriptures say? The Most High has seen. Let's get that. Let's get that real quick before we go back into this article. Ecclesiastes 10:7, just straight to the point. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Who's the princes? The Israelites. Okay, this is why we're known as Yasharallah, Prince of the Power, right? Us Israelites. And who is the servant? That's walking on horses, or Salakia, that's upon horses, Esau, Edom, and these other nations. But mainly you Edomites, man. You people, you have it on this side. And you have us under captivity. But it's fine. It's cool. It's already over with, man. Your kingdom's done for. Like this Edomite, he thinks, hey, this is a major setback for a major comeback. His mindset. Hey, in order before things get good again, we need to wait for this shit to get bad. Not realizing that Jacob's trouble is what's up the road. And after that, Esau Edom is going to go ahead and try to implement his New World Order. In the midst of him setting that shit up, guess what's going to happen? The Most High is going to go ahead and bring these nukes upon this place, man. Which is the spirit, man. The elder had brought that out, how, not only is Esau Edom, not being a man of his words, right? And, not being able to, pay that debt back. But in the midst of him setting up these different policies, it's going to cause these other nations to be mad. And with that, they're going to go ahead and withdraw themselves and what? Burn the whore, man. These, NATO and the EU, what are they going to do? They're going to turn their back against America, Babylon the Great. You're going to hear Trump, nah, we're departing from NATO. Just like he said, no. Just like he said, no, we're closing the Strait of Hormuz. We're the ones leaving them. Bro, these other nations are leaving you. You got to go up on the stage and make these Americans, these two-thirds and these other nations feel good by saying, you know what, we're leaving NATO. No, it's prophesied, man. They're going to turn their back against you. All right? So, yeah, man, let the strait keep, being closed. Let this famine, really happen. Let the gas prices go up. Let the water, drain out. Let the food go out. Because guess what, man? Hey, Jacob's trouble is not for us brothers, man. Sincere Akim, man. Brothers pushing the work, man. Doing the work with all truth and sincerity. Studying, reading. Going out to the highways and the hedges. So on and so forth. Salakia. There it is.
You may have noticed things continually getting worse, but you may be thinking, there hasn't been a catastrophic failure of the system yet. Maybe this guy is being overly dramatic. But the only reason there hasn't been a catastrophic failure of the system is because the government has been subsidizing all of the oil prices to make it cheaper at the pump. However,
subsidizing. Let's get that word real quick. Subsidizing is the financial assistance provided by governments or organizations to businesses, industries, or individuals, typically to promote economic activity, lower consumer costs, or support essential services. Types include production, export, and research subsidies, which work by reducing costs to increase output. Benefits include stabilizing economies and correcting market failures, though they often create inefficiencies, high fiscal costs, and environmental issues. So you see, Esau Edom, he's funding these oil, places to keep the rates low. But once they really drain out and once they really get to a point where, hey, man, we can't keep doing this. It's over with. Like, what are you guys doing? We can't keep gas at this rate because we're not going to have anything anymore. And bam, what's going to happen? It's all going to hit. Boom. You're going to wake up one day and just like that one article that came out of that other dude that's talking about the importance of the strait, that he's scared that we may wake up one day and we're using a new currency. Well, guess what? It may all hit in one go. Wake up one day and next thing you know, boom, we're not using cash. You got to, bosses, business owners, you guys got to move all your, things to this digital platform. Gas is at fucking $120 a gallon. Lockdowns, boom, boom, from, famine. Because guess what? Gas being at that rate, they're going to what? Do the same thing they're doing with the gas prices now, subsidizing. They're going to go ahead and you know what? Thinking about it, they actually have self-driving semi-trucks. So they might not even, man, you people that are, semi-truck drivers and you got, a fleet and whatnot, you got business going on and you're seeing cheddar, guess what, man? You're going to be overran by AI. You're going to be overran by the new system. That's why it says all, from the least to the greatest, man, rich and poor, free and bond. We're all going to face that hour of temptation, man. So don't think yourself to be in a good case, and I'm actually going to get that. So, with that being said, let's get this precept. All right. 2nd Ezra 16:21, really backing up his point as well. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And is that not what he said? How is all this? How is it that all these things are happening around the globe against America, fucking things up? Places, these different oil reserves burnt down, these oil refineries being burnt down to straight, being closed off. so on and so forth. But we're not really seeing dramatic changes yet because, like you said,
That is a temporary stopgap measure in hopes of getting the strait reopened fast enough that there isn't going to be one big hit. But at this point, there is going to be one big hit.
what's gonna happen is there's going to be one big hit.
And the longer those subsidies sit in place, the more debt we rack up and the bigger and harder that hit is going to be. Which is why, as bad as all of this might sound, what I am telling you is actually trying to be something that can give you hope. Because when that one big hit finally fucking hits us, it's going to feel like everything's hopeless. It's going to feel like you can't go on, like nothing can be fixed, but that isn't further from the truth. Us feeling the actual full impact of all of these terrible decisions is the first step to making things better. And
Wrong. Let's get it, man. Jeremiah 51 and let's get straight to it. Verse 8, it's like it, verse 9. We would have healed Babylon. It's fine, man. This is a setback for a great comeback. We're gonna get hit with this big, how he stated, be one big hit, but it's gonna make us realize where our faults were at, and we're gonna fix it all together. Babylon is suddenly falling. Also like it 9. Oh, actually, I started at 8. Babylon is suddenly falling and destroyed. Hell for her. Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. His mindset. Hey, it's going to hurt, but guess what? Don't worry. It's all going to heal itself. We need this to happen. Verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Man, this place is so far gone, and it's pushed so much wickedness that you people know now. The Most High has released the Epstein files. The Most High, exposed you Edomites via the prophets. The Most High has exposed you guys' wrongdoings. These other nations are now all mad at you, which is actually in this chapter. This place is not going to get healed. This what's happening is what we just read in the book of 2nd Esdras. 2nd Esdras 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. You see, there's going to be no way out, man. You prepping, let's stack up a big bag and a bunker full of fucking food, beans, and rice. Get a community together. We'll get things, rocking and whatnot. We'll be good during the time of Jacob's trouble. Salakia. We'll be good during the time of Jacob's trouble. Our that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Why? Because people are going to be looking for you people, invading one another. You're not going to be able to fucking feed all of the U.S. So when crops fail, people aren't able to buy fertilizer and different, what is it called? I forgot. But technically, the soil that fertilizer and, man, that word went out of my head. Salakia. It's not gonna pop up. Fertilizer and, well, yeah, man. When the fertilizer runs out, because you guys aren't gonna be able to transport them anymore, we're not getting our same product from out there in the east. Crops are gonna fail. When crops fail, guess what? Cattle, livestock, that's gonna go out, because you guys aren't gonna want to go ahead and pay fucking 10 times as much as you were originally paying for feed. And on top of that, where are you even going to get it? These truckers are not going to be delivering to you because they're not going to have a job. So what's going to happen, man? Neighbor shall fight against neighbor because of lack of bread thereof. Check this out, verse 23. That one's dope too. But let's get that. Second Ezra 15:19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. You see, that's what's gonna happen, man. And verse 23, went off right here on this point. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. All right. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it, right? When it get closer to the end of Jacob's trouble, it's just gonna be all outgrown and shit, because guess what? No one's gonna be out there mowing lawns and shit. It's just gonna be in the fan. So this dude,
the actual full impact of all of these terrible decisions is the first step to making things better. And
nope, according to the scriptures, you're wrong. It's gonna only get worse and worse and worse until World War III is made to full effect.
need each and every one of you to be aware of that fact and hold on to that fact.
It's not a fact. They showed you in the scriptures how it's not a fact, and how really Jacob's trouble is on the way, and that's what the Lord wants to happen, and that's what is going to happen. As all these other prophecies that are coming to pass, the Lord has stated, so did he also state that America was going to go down. Babylon the Great was going to go down. Not be healed.
So that when everything truly starts hitting the fucking fan, each and every one of us can know there is a better tomorrow after that. But only if we don't panic. Only if we have each other's backs. Only if we understand.
Only if we have each other's... Bro. Did we not just read that neighbors, hey, they're going to be going... Let's get this, though. Let's get this. Luke 12:51. Suppose, yea, that I am come to give peace on earth. After this setback, man, is going to make us realize... And you know what? Jesus Christ is doing this. Jesus Christ, you're going to, this is a big step back so that we can all come together. And you Christians think like this. We're all going to be good. We're going to be, out there, locking things back up. Suppose, yeah, that I'm going to give peace on earth. We need this to happen. We need shit to hit the fan so that things can get back in order. All right. I tell you, nay, meaning no, but rather division. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. You see Jacob's trouble, man. On top of that, the Lord doesn't even want you guys to come together, and you're not going to come together. Simply put, you may want to, you may see it, but guess what? You already have these different, militias, these different groups. It's too bad already, man. It's to the point where you can't do nothing. You can only, drop this TikTok video and get 25,000 likes compared to the billions of people that are here, man. They're not going to listen to this shit. And this guy that's making this video, Luke Alexander Brooks, you're going to be out there in Jacob's trouble, starving, man. Saying to yourself, why couldn't we just come together? Man, because it's not prophesied. And then, again, for you people, now you may ask yourself, okay, he's saying all this. How are you gonna make it? How are you guys gonna make it? How are you Hebrew Israelites going? We told you before, man. We believe in miracles. We actually have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We actually have faith in the scriptures. Matthew the 6th chapter. We don't gotta prep. We don't gotta, get bug out bags and bunkers and stock up and put shit. We don't gotta do any of that. We truly believe in the testimony of Yahweh Shai, man, that, which is what? Prophecy. We truly believe in these prophecies. Prophecies are not just, Jacob's trouble. The prophecies are also what? We're going to be good in Jacob's trouble. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold the reward of the wicked. Proverbs the 1st chapter. We're going to be laughing at you guys' calamity. Again, how I quoted Isaiah the 65th chapter, man. We're gonna be eating, we're gonna be drinking, we're gonna be turning up. Hey, I just said, hey, Jeremiah 16:16, brothers are gonna have spiritual powers, and many other precepts that go into, brothers receiving spiritual powers in that time. The Most High is gonna lift up a standard. We believe in that. Hey, if the Most High doesn't lift us up a standard, guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna feed us like he fed Elijah when there was a famine. Just like how he fed. Hey, if we get thrown into prison and there's no food and no water, Esau even throws us up in there. Salakia. We're gonna rely on Daniel when he was thrown in the lion's den. Use that as a representation of what? Jail. And not only was he just thrown in the den, man, he was thrown in the lion's den. You know how scary that is? Come on, bro. We truly believe in this thing, man. This is what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna lean upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We're gonna have faith, and our works are gonna show for it. And with our works and faith, where we have believed, we're gonna be able to make it. 2nd Ezra, chapter 9. Let's get it. This is prepping. This is getting ready. This is truly stacking up. What does it say in the book of Matthew, the 6th chapter? Store up your treasures in heaven, man. 2nd Ezra 9 and verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved, right? We all want to make it through this. We all see it. We all see things, the America's dollar getting ready to crash. We see the economy's getting ready to crash. We're seeing everything getting ready to fucking crash. Shit's getting ready to hit the fan. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works. That's the first thing, man. Not just any works. Going to the gym 10 times a day. Helping a brother, get up on his, not necessarily a brother, but helping a random Jake in the world get up on his feet and whatnot. No. All right? Because you got these Jakes thinking that, they're trying to, help these, these Jake in the world, trying to help Jake in the world by going to the hood, lifting up one another, be the best version of yourself. What's being the best version of yourself, man? Because you Jakes, you have a carnal way of thinking of being the best version of yourself. Going to the gym, 25-8. Fucking what else, man? What do they teach? It's that red pill. It's that red pill bullshit, man. The scriptures say, "Can two walk together lest they be agreed?" Man. Yes, you guys are good. Good in the sense of the gym is. I go to the gym damn near almost every day. That's my thing. Or I go, skate on, when I'm not at the gym, love it. But, bro, us brothers, we're not putting our, trust in that. Us brothers, we go to the gym because we know it's good for us, man. Hey, bodily exercise profited little. But what? It profits. But it says what? Wisdom. Let's get that. Yeah, that's what they say. You need to learn more about business. You need to learn more about this and that. You need family values and things of that sort. But just speaking out the heart, man, not even going into the scriptures. No, man, the Most High didn't call you to go ahead and fucking become a bodybuilder. I mean, there's no reason, brothers should be obese and whatnot coming into the ministry. But then again, the scriptures say in the book of Corinthians that what? As some were some of us, man. We were back in the world before we came into this truth. And when we're in the world, you never know, man. Jake would probably just had an eating disorder, man. Came into this thing big. At the end of the day, the Most High ain't looking for him to become a bodybuilder anyway. The Most High would rather have him study, get the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, the breakdowns, going out to the highways and the hedges and bringing this word out, man, before he goes to the gym. Right? That's what you red pill heads don't understand, man, that the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is not looking for, for y'all. He's looking for the elect, man. For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things. Are we not getting ready to come into a time of Jacob's trouble? Having promise of the life that now is and of that which is to come. Are we not getting ready to come into Jacob's trouble? Hey, man, a Jake that, wakes up at the last minute and probably, just started working out for a day. And he's, a little overweight and whatnot. He's going to be in a better position than you red-pilled, head that was, that was stuck in the world for fucking 10 years, building your fucking your asset portfolio up, escaping the matrix. That Jake's going to be, hey. Let's get that priest. Zechariah 12:8. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, which Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, Israel. And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. What was David doing? He was jumping over fences, and not just any fences. He was jumping over gates. These different, when you go to castles and these different, old, palaces, they didn't have your little fucking regular side door gate. They had fucking 23-foot up, damn gates, bro. 40 feet, 50 feet high gates. Man, castle gate sizes. Let's see. Look at that, 65 feet high and wide, bro. They were huge. Like this. This is what he was jumping over. Hey, the weak and the feeble, man. The feeble. Let's get that word feeble real quick. I'm getting ready to close this out, man. Bear with me. Let's get this word feeble real quick for you brothers, man. Weak, ineffective, sickling, ailing, helpless, powerless. The scriptures, do not the scriptures say, hey, we are worms? What is a worm? Defenseless, man. Because what? We are defenseless, bro. You jakes that are trying to, trying to get out of here any other way but the way of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to do it, man. Esau, Edom, his gun power is way too strong for you. He has guns you jakes can't even fucking pronounce. He has weapons that you people can't even pronounce, man. The only way we're going to be able to make it through this time of Jacob's trouble is by what? Our works and by faith whereby ye have believed, man. Verse 8, in that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, as the angel of the Lord before them. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. All right, so amen. Brothers, we're going to be good. Brothers, we're going to be locked in. Let's let this play out a little bit longer. Bear with me.
At this point, the Strait of Hormuz has belong and hold on to that fact so that when everything truly starts hitting the fucking fan, each and every one of us can know there is a better tomorrow after that. But only if we don't panic. Only if we have each other's backs.
And the only ones that are not going to panic is the elect. The scriptures say, make not haste in the time of trouble. Us brothers, we're going to be chilling. We're going to know.
Only if we understand that pain is the first step towards actually fixing our fucked up system. So ready yourself now. Ready yourself for the fact that the shitstorm is already on its way. There is no avoiding it at this point in time. All the way up until this point, full catastrophe was avoidable. If the people at the top, the people in charge...
It was avoidable. The scriptures say we would have healed Babylon. Esau, Edom has all the means to go ahead and make things better. The elites of this world, they have more than enough resources to make all this better. But guess who is in the hands? Guess whose minds are being controlled by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the Lord? Your elites, the wicked 2/3. The Most High is controlling them, which is why they're not going to make things better. And really, they're going to smooth sail into World War III and SHTF, shit hitting the fan. Jacob's trouble, also known in the scriptures.
The people with power, if they just stop making stupid fucking decisions, and I mean every single one of them.
Stupid fucking decisions. Let's get that real quick. Salaki, man. Yeah, because these elites, man, they do left hand side, rituals and sacrifices to get wisdom on what they shall do in their next move, but not realizing the Most High is in control of the left and the right hand. Let's get that. Let's get that. People be like, what? Jesus Christ does not do that. Jesus is God. Because you guys don't know God's true name. His name is Yahweh the Father. They do not do that. Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Man, hush up. You don't know. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. Who are the kings? Those that are able to make policies. Those that are in office. And the thing is us and you people in the world, you can see that his decisions are like, what? Why are you guys doing this? When Biden was in fucking office, what did he do? He opened up all the borders. What? For what? The hell? All right. That's weird. Trump, he's doing everything to go ahead and get NATO to come against them. Dumb, right? But no, it's not dumb. It's what? Biblical prophecy. The Most High is in control, man. The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. The Most High is the one putting the spirit on these. Oh, also, let's get this. Is wisdom no more in semen? I think it's in the book of Obadiah. I don't know. So like it. Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, the rulers of the world, the wicked, the policymakers, those at the World Economic Forums, those at these different higher up meetings, those that really call the shots, Esau, Edom, the Rothschilds, the Oppenheimers, the Gettys, the DuPonts, these different banking families, they all come from the same family, the same nation of Esau, Edom. And yes, their plans, they look sloppy, they look stupid, they look goofy now. Everybody can kind of see it, like, what are you doing, bro? Everybody's looking at them like it's like that one dude that keeps on trying to push an unfunny joke. It's like, bro, you're not funny. Like, what are you doing, bro? Lock in. And he just can't lock in. He's like that annoying fucking kid that thinks things are funny and are really not. Concerning Edom, thus say Yahweh of hosts, the Lord, all in caps, Yahweh of armies. Is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. You see, the Most High is in control of this all, man.
If they all just fucking stopped, catastrophe could have been avoided. But it isn't avoidable anymore. There is nothing that can be done to avoid what is coming. It could be mitigated. If we let the impact hit sooner rather than later, it will be easier to manage. But it is coming no matter what. But once again, when it gets here, remember, it is the first step towards a better life. Hold on to that. I beg you. At this point,
He said, I beg you. No, man, it's over with. This kingdom is over with. Call out Yabashim Shai. Hey, just wanted to kind of go into this, just interject via the precepts, knocking down these different thought points that you people may think, because a lot of you people really have this exact same way of thinking that things are going to get better, thinking that this is just going to be for a little moment, thinking that, yeah, man, just simply that. You guys think things are going to get better. Major setback for a major comeback. And that thought process is flawed. It's not scriptural. And really, you're going to see it, coming up these next couple, Lord willing, days. Right? So with that, Lord willing, this has been edifying and exhorting into the hopeful elect. Shalom, wa, Yahweh, Bashim, Yashai, Brakatham, meaning Lord bless y'all.